Hey, gluten-free life hackers! I'm back. I wanted to talk about some of the benefits and some of the fun stuff about the book I'm knocking over. Many of you know that my mom and I co-authored a cookbook together for gluten-free living. It's 150 plus gluten-free family favorites. I just wanted to tell you really quickly some of the reasons why we wrote the cookbook. Just give you our why. So one of the reasons was we noticed when I was diagnosed nearly 15 years ago that almost every gluten-free cookbook that we ran into was 5-course fancy meals. And I don't know about you, that's not how I cook. And trying to find like just a simple mac and cheese before there was one on the market that you could just buy was ridiculous. It was mac and cheese like at a 5-star restaurant. So we really felt like there was missing like down home cooking. And so we had started to take family favorites from before I was diagnosed and convert them to gluten-free. And we worked really hard on it enough that now I can go to family functions and I don't feel like I'm missing out. But two, we've done such a good job, I feel, that most of our family that doesn't eat gluten-free doesn't know that we've made the dish gluten-free. They're usually surprised when they see me dish up out of the same plate now and can say, oh yeah, it's gluten-free. So it's really a blessing to be able to go to family functions and not feel like I'm missing out. For those of you that have been diagnosed for any amount of time, you know that going to events, anything with food is one of those, oh, I'm gonna have to figure out what to eat. Now you can offer to bring things that would go with any kind of like barbecue. We've got holiday menu ideas in here, all kinds of really easy things that you can look at pretty much any function where you'd want to bring food and find something to make, besides those really 5-star frou-frou meals. One of the other benefits that we put into the cookbook was we wanted to drop some knowledge, share some of the information, not just give you recipes, but give you ways to hack through this gluten-free life. That was our whole point, was making sure that being gluten-free, either if you're intolerant or you have celiac disease like myself, make it easier for you. So we've got all kinds of things back in the back of the book. Gluten-free, get all the details. So if somebody's just been diagnosed, or you've been diagnosed but people maybe don't understand in your circle. When I first got diagnosed, getting my mom and my mother-in-law to understand how serious it was, because they didn't go to the doctor with me, how serious it was and what making the changes, why they were necessary so that I could be healthy. At first it was, everybody thought it was a fad and it was really hard to get everybody on board. So this is a really quick, just getting some information together. So if somebody doesn't understand, you could hand them the book and let them read it. You could read it to them. This is kind of my spiel when I have to explain it to people. When I meet new people, when I go out to eat with new people, which has been a struggle and I'm trying really hard. This is kind of my spiel to get you started anyway. We also have our conversion tips, like how we converted our family favorites. So if you are if you've got a family favorite that you are just dying, you miss terribly. I know there's a lot of the recipes in here were ones that I had a longing for. We put our conversion tips in here so you can take your family favorites and convert them. We also put helpful baking tools, our top gluten-free favorite products as of the writing of this book. If any of you have been on our channel or at my blog or on Facebook with us for any amount of time, you'll know one of the fun things about being gluten-free is your favorite gets to change all the time, because there's always new products coming out. You can try new things, and something new can be your new favorite. But as of the writing of this book, our favorite products are in here, like Betty Crocker's cake mixes and flour mixes really do a great job with this. Bob's Red Mill, cannot tell you how many times all of their different gluten-free flours have saved my life. Also Kinnikinnick and Namaste. Those are just like some of my favorite off the top of my head flour blends and mixes and go-to things to find. We also put in here holiday menu ideas. So it talks about which recipes we think would be great if you're going to a St. Patrick's Day party. Here's some of the recipes that we have taken to parties that have worked really well and what pages to find on them. Like Lucky Irish Soda Bread. I used to have a principal that that was Irish, and my mom used to work for him too and made him Irish soda bread all the time. Well, then when I got diagnosed, that was something I missed out on for St. Patrick's Day, and so my mom worked really hard to convert that. There's Easter, 4th of July, Christmas, and Thanksgiving. Those were just the top holidays that we converted. And then information on how to connect with me. Just some of so it's not just a cookbook. There's information to help you navigate this gluten-free life. The cinnamon rolls are in here, and that has there's a gluten-free cinnamon roll recipe. It is my go-to, probably one of the favorite recipes that everybody actually requests to eat, the gluten-free ones that are in here. If you follow the instructions and the tips and tricks that I wrote up to go with that recipe, I guarantee delicious, yummy results. Anyway, so that's just some quick information about why we wrote the book, why I think this is going to be one of your go-to things. Like I've said before in my really quick shot on my own video, there's places on the sides of the recipes to write notes about what went good, what didn't go good, notes in the back. This is, kind of your working gluten-free hacker here. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in again. Be sure to follow us on YouTube at Gluten-Free Life Hacks, our blog on glutenfreelifehacks.com, and also on Facebook. We will be doing giveaways of these beautiful books that we just got, along with some of the fun things that we've talked about in the blog. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear what recipes you have tried that have worked, what hasn't worked, and I'd love to help you navigate that and find some things that'll help you get through this life. So keep on with your gluten-free life, and we'll see you next time.